Card Service International presents The Energy of Sales Success with Tom Hopkins. Session 10, The World, Upgrading Your Clients to Card Service Internet Services. Our internet payment solutions and services will allow you to introduce new and existing clients to a global marketplace on the World Wide Web. Become an e-commerce sales expert and tap into this virtually endless client base by offering merchants our flexible, secure, state-of-the-art payment modes. Our mission to provide the very best service in the transaction processing industry today.
We are living in such exciting times. You as a company are on the cutting edge of electronic transaction processing. You also have a gold mine opportunity in providing secured transactions online for your merchant accounts. The explosion of e-commerce opens up $1 billion opportunity for all of you at Card Service. Now, the majority of your internet sales will be add-on sales to new or existing merchant accounts. With the volume of business being conducted online, though, don't be surprised to find merchants without physical locations, those with only virtual locations, who are seeking to accept bank cards online. Now, the steps to creating add-on sales with a new merchant are these, and please follow these and practice these. First of all, number one, be certain the initial sale is closed. In other words, don't go moving into too much before you've got them committed to the first closed sale. Then you would move to the add-on. Now, the second step is this. Ask further questions about their plans down the road or for continued growth, seeking out buying potential. Then number three, discuss other business concerns they may have, such as, well, the high cost of overhead or challenges with managing their staff. You see, get them thinking along these lines. You're almost creating some curiosity. And that's number four now. Ready? Pique their curiosity and determine their knowledge level about the internet and e-commerce. And then, of course, number five, this will happen. If they seem overwhelmed or uncertain, or they feel they lack knowledge, always learn how to relieve pressure. Now, let me give you some wonderful sentences I'd love you to learn now. Ready? Now, again, let's pretend we're talking to Carol at this point. And she, when you even mention internet or e-commerce, she gets just a little uptight because there are people that are somewhat illiterate in this process at this point. But this is where we can, at Card Service International, educate them, help them. Because to keep up with the competition, they're going to have to be aware that this is just part of business today. So you might say, Carol, I know you're not really ready for this. However, as I mentioned earlier, part of my commitment to you is to keep you abreast of other opportunities to grow your business. See? So you relieve the pressure. Or you might say this, Carol, I sure don't mean to be pushy. I would just hate for you to miss out on an opportunity to improve your business. Or you might say, Carol, I know you're not interested at this point. However, if you don't mind, I'd like to give you something to think about for increasing sales at a minimal investment. You see, these statements will demonstrate a sincere interest in helping them, and when delivered with a sincere, consultative manner, you'll just see the demeanor of the person relax, which no one can open their mind to consider change. They can't consider the next move that they should make to grow their business if they're not relaxed and very comfortable, all right? Also, really make it real simple for them to get started with the process. And in fact, if they open their minds up to it, just warmly say, Carol, it's really very easy to handle this now by processing both of your merchant numbers at once rather than taking your valuable time to do this at a later date. Now, if suddenly they put up a defense, in other words, they're not interested, at least get permission to keep them informed, perhaps educating them in bits and pieces and sharing with them the successes of other merchants who did decide to go online. In fact, in the last program I talked about a testimonial proof letter. If you've got someone up to speed and they're creating lots of e-commerce business, and you follow up with a call, it'd be wonderful to get a letter from them. And that letter should say something to this effect. It would be written, of course, let's say it was written to me as a card service sales representative. Dear Tom, I can't thank you enough. When you first walked in and just discussed e-commerce and doing business on the internet, I was very nervous and somewhat afraid. But I trusted you, and you took over and helped me. And today we are getting business I never dreamed possible. Now see that little letter there, you show that to that person who's nervous, and here again, it's another beautiful strategy to open their minds, you see. Also, besides working directly with merchants, you may want to seek out other businesses that provide internet-related services to merchants and offer them the ability to provide online merchant accounts and secure transactions to their clients. You see, businesses such as internet service providers make great contacts. You can go to a listing of them online and work on contacting them. Now let me give you a warning here. Some of them may be large organizations and will have to be handled like a corporate account, as we discussed in the previous session. Now, content service providers are likely to respond to a partnering approach, where you show them how they can offer our services to their clients, almost like becoming a partner with Card Service International, you see. And of course, this is added benefits for both parties. With existing merchant accounts, you'll want to help them realize the power of having a virtual location in addition to their physical one. Also, expect many of them to balk at the idea of going ahead because they feel they don't know enough about it. Or they'll know of others who set up websites and didn't have a lot of increased productivity. You see, one of our advantages is that we have industry experts on our team to handle all of the details for them. All they need to do is provide us with their company brochure and their approval. And you see, making this type of transaction simple is what closes this sale. Please never forget, Card Service International has established themselves as a one-stop shopping place for internet services by putting together the ingredients to provide, and these things you want to make sure you know the things that we provide. First of all, storefront design. Let them know we will handle this. Also, shopping cart features that those merchants who are familiar with it will think are reserved for huge businesses like Amazon.com. Also, an internet service provider. I mean, we have this. We offer this. Also, technical partners who truly understand the internet because it's their business to know. And of course, also merchant account services which allow them to accept credit card orders online and have orders arrive with the cards already approved, so the merchant only has to ship the order. Also, very important now, secured transactions, which can be a tremendous concern for some of these people if we don't explain how we do that. Also, getting the merchant's web page placed with the top shopping destinations online, thus giving them access to literally millions of potential customers. One more thing. It allows them to be open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year without paying anyone overtime. Now that should be one of your greatest selling points. And also, it has the capacity to reduce mail and telephone charges. So we're not only talking about helping them make money, but now we're talking about helping them save money. Very important we combine those two. Now, if your merchant already has a website, ask if they're already accepting credit cards online. If they're not, you've opened the door to the add-on sale of just the bolt-on e-commerce feature that doesn't alter their existing site, yet gives them the power of accepting credit cards online. If they are already accepting cards online, simply ask if they're happy with their service provider. You see, our one-stop shopping benefit could save them a lot of money and the necessity of reviewing statements from more than one provider. So now let me show you just how it's done. I think you'll really enjoy this role play. Well, Bob, I think you'll be thrilled with the service you'll be receiving from our team. Now that you've decided to take your current business to the next level of customer service, you're probably ready to open an additional location, aren't you?
Oh, no, I don't think so, Tom. I mean, one location is quite enough for me to handle.
What about a location you never have to physically manage and has the exposure to be visited by millions of potential customers every month?
Millions? What do you mean?
I'm talking about having a presence on the internet for your business.
Oh, gee, Tom, I don't know enough about the internet to do that.
That's another one of the advantages of doing business with Card Service. We have a whole division of our company that is dedicated to staying on the cutting edge when it comes to doing business online. Each and every member of that division is well schooled on how to successfully conduct e-commerce on the internet. It's their job to provide merchants like you with solutions to challenges you might have when you set up your virtual web store.
Look, I know a friend of mine who set up a website and it really didn't do much of anything for his business.
That's unfortunate, and we hear that a lot from some of our best clients. No matter how dynamic your website looks, if people can't find it, you won't generate sales from it. That's why we provide a turnkey solution which includes the marketing of your virtual web store. With your affiliation with us, you don't have to put forth all that much effort. If you'll just provide us with your basic product information, like you would put in a brochure, we can handle the rest. Take a look at this. We'll set up a shopping cart feature, connect you with an internet service provider, set you up to accept credit cards online, and have them approved before the order even reaches you. All you have to do is ship it.
Well, that sounds too good to be true. It must be expensive. And how do I know anyone will even come to visit my site?
Well, Bob, we've made special arrangements with a number of the top shopping destinations on the internet. Your additional location, your online store, will be located at one of these top shopping destinations where millions of people from around the world shop online for all kinds of products. The exposure opportunities are phenomenal, and the best part is that we handle the details for you.
Well, that sure sounds tempting. I guess I just don't understand enough about the internet to decide.
Let me ask you this, Bob. Do you really understand all of the inner workings of your car?
Well, I get the basics, but I couldn't build a car from scratch, if that's what you mean.
Does your lack of understanding keep you from getting where you want to go?
Okay. How much is it going to cost me?
Let me show you how affordable it is. So I hope you felt the realism of that role play. I'd love you to watch it over and over again. It will happen just like that. And yes, I know some of you that possibly are new. Maybe you've never been involved in the computer field and the internet, and you may be a bit nervous. You feel you lack confidence and knowledge. Memorization can be the first step. Just reviewing what I've covered, reading the scripts, reviewing your workbook. You can learn it. Gosh, whatever the job you had before you joined Card Service, you didn't understand that job when you started. And now you're turning into a Card Service International professional. All it takes is dedication to be the student. Be the student. I can honestly say that the founder of your company, both Chuck and Lisa Bertzlaff, are probably one of the greatest examples of achieving goals. For years we've had a dream, Chuck and I, of putting this program together. I can't tell you the mental effort, the financial resources, the hours of time spent to create this program for you. And I want to right now thank the man responsible for it, the man that's invited me to join your team. And so I'd like you also to help me thank the president, the founder, the man that's built this company, Mr. Chuck Bertzlaff. Chuck.
Thank you, Tom, for doing such a great job.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
You're doing a great job. Now that we've done our job, I pray that you'll do your job. And that job is to make all of these techniques and ideas a part of your everyday activities as a Card Service International professional. This may require you to review these tapes many times. And if that's what it takes, that's what we expect you to do. We put all of this training together for you because Lisa and I want to give you the tools you need to achieve all your success with Card Service International. So, thank you for investing your time reviewing this program, and we wish you the best of Card Service success. And again, Tom, thank you very much for working so hard putting this together. Thank you.
Thank you, Chuck.
Thank you, guys.